So I got a bingo board kind of like pre-set up. Let's see. Okay, so we got our bingo board. So what do we add? Like all league encounters return. Let's see. Let's I can't even see it. Hopefully I'm spelling it right. Settlers 3.25. All right, what do you think? What should be our freebie? Hi, I'm Chris Wilson. So here's my list. Kind of what I've got so far. I wanted to divide them up into like probablys, maybes, probably nots, and no fucking shots. So I think all league encounters return. That would be like crazy, right? But it's probably like no shot. Backpack, probably not, right? Tattoos go core. You think tattoos are gonna go core? I think maybe. Maybe Veiled Orb drop rates gets buffed. T17s. Yeah. I thought I had T17s on the list. I don't see it though. We'll add it real quick. T17s nerfed. Back to basics removed or nerfed. 100%. That's gonna happen. All right, so cast on crit, DD. Hexblast Mine's nerfed, right? Toda? Can we add Toda since we have that other one? We'll put that under maybe. You think it's a stretch? Should we lower its tier? Div card rework. I think it's a maybe. There definitely will be a melee buff. How specific do we want to be about the melee buff though? Like, are they buffing bleed? I had bleed. Was it bleed buff? Or just generalized melee buff? Feels like ancestral totems removed. You think that's a maybe? Or probably, more than likely. I don't know if they'll remove ancestral totems. I don't know how they're gonna do it. Oh, div card, you say maybe? Yeah, because they may just move them around where the cards are, right? And that's not, I mean, would that classify like as a rework? Oh. New div card? Okay, the big one. The big one. Is it a boat league? Like an actual boat league? Like not just a zone where we go on a boat, but is it like a boat league? You know, like how they tell you to get on the boat because you got to go to this place now for the next act. I mean, like straight up boat league. Probably not. 90%. You think we'll use a boat, but it won't be like a boat league. All right. So we'll put boat under probably not. And we'll put bait. We'll put a bait league because they're baiting us. Fishing. Do you think we might get fishing? I don't think we'll get fishing, but it'll be fun to put on there. I think we'll probably get a War Cries buff. Bama. Do you think they're going to nerf Bama? Probably, right? Did we put Mana Forged on here? Do you think we'll get a new chase item? Like a new tier 0 or something? Testing of the auction house system is probably no shot, but you never know. We'll put that under maybe. Delve quality of life features. I don't think so. The Nimbus Ring. That's another big chase item. People forgot it was easy to craft things with Graveyard. It was tedious with Graveyard. You think they'll change Nimbus? The Adorned? All right, we've got Bama nerf. Okay. All right, let's switch it up to some maybes. Do you think tattoos will go core? That's the big question. That's what everybody wants to know. I don't know. I think it's worth putting on the list. Div card rework. All right, new chase items or item. Ice Nova of Frostbolt's nerf. Okay, we got 5 of those. We got 5 maybes in there. We can put backpacks maybe. That's a probably not, but you never know. Trial of the Ancestors is a probably not. Fishing, boat league, an actual boat league, probably not. There won't be any fishing. Yeah, the fishing's more for the memes. All right, now we got some crazy stuff coming up. Testing of the new auction house system. Now, I speculated on this on my last YouTube video about this upcoming league, and I've heard a few other people mention it, but say that it's unlikely, and I think it's highly unlikely, but we can't just make this so we win, you know? There's got to be a lot of, like, copium, hopium, and all things of that nature, right? So testing of the auction house system. Next we have all league encounters return. I don't know if we should put all, maybe like a most, you know? All right, what else do we have on here? Veiled Orb drop rates. So Path of Evening talked about this. I've been bitching about this the whole league. I know one person who's had like mad drop rates with it. That's not true. I've had several people tell me that it was like, oh, they were getting it every 4 encounters with Katarina. I was getting it within 8 encounters of Katarina. I had 3 drops and I killed her like 30 times. So I guess I was getting it like within every 10. But I know people that were getting it in like, one dude was getting it within 4, like every 4 encounters. Bam, bam, bam. If I had to rank this on the maybe scale, this is like an A tier, an S tier maybe. Do you think they'll do bleeds? Should we put bleeds or war cries or both? War cry, yeah. Like double strike, puncture. Double strike's probably getting a buff, right? So do we count all bleeds or just double strike? Surely if they're buffing melee, that would be a way to do it, is through bleeds. So we'll put all those in there. Bleeds buff, you know? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slots left. You think a Scourge arrow nerf? We put that on there, right? Bait League. There's a highly likely that this is a bait league and not a boat league. Do you think we'll get more transfigured gems? We could get more transfigured gems for melee stuff. I think it's a likely. Boy, transfigured's a long ass word. We got 2 spots left. Where's the list? Okay, so the things we have left is a prologue act, right? I've talked about this. I did talk about it a couple weeks ago. Small guy, big heart. That's right. And maybe we're getting some sort of prologue act, like a part of the story that leads into PoE 2, right? I really think it's gonna happen. I think it's more like hopium, you know, like I'm just thinking that, but so we have the possibility of a prologue act to tie PoE 1 to PoE 2. So we got 1 more spot left, and we can change some things around, right? Scarabs, like I think it's highly likely that Scarabs will probably get reworked. We can pull stuff off too and like make changes to it, you know? It's just kind of there as filler. But we have Maniforged Arrow nerf, Maniforged nerf, and Ancestral Totems and Delve QOL. The Delve quality of life thing, I don't think they're really going to change any of the mechanics of Delve. Maybe, but if they change anything with Delve, it's because of Shit-Stained Steve, right? But he's the first person to do this, and he's crazy, so there's probably not much. So we could probably scrap that, unless they ask him and like, hey man, like what would you like to see changed in this? You know, what are some ideas or thoughts? Because you ran it, man. But I don't think they're gonna touch Delve. Now, with Ancestral Totems, I don't think they're going to remove them because there are people that like totem play. I think Melee will be able to do something different, but I don't think they'll remove totems, right? Because it's prevalent in other builds outside of Melee. So you think they'll be nerfed. We'll put removed on there. We'll take out fishing and we'll put removed. We can do that. Should we put... You think this is pretty solid? Or should we make Ancestral Totems nerfed or removed? This would shake up so much stuff. Honestly, if they remove this, it would be one of the biggest things, I think. But it's pretty solid looking. You think changed? We'll put reworked. So we're sitting pretty solid. We got T-17s are nerfed. Adorn nerfed. Backpacks, probably not, but you know, for the funsies. More transfigured gems, probably in something with Melee, I'd imagine. War cries will get buffed. Bleeds will get buffed, again, for Melee. Tattoos go core, because they were in the last league. Back to basics removed or nerfed, 100%. Insane. Tota, because people are drawing parallels to all of the dead totems in the videos. Div card rework or new cards. I need to pull that question mark out of there. Totems will be reworked, probably debuffed. Hi, I'm Chris Wilson. We're gonna do it. Veiled Orb drop rate buffed. COCDD nerf. Prologue Act, that's Hopium. Bama nerf. New chase items, maybe. Boat League, probably not. Most league encounters return because, you know, just like an extravaganza thing. But who knows? Probably not. COCDD has been running crazy. It's got to get nerfed. Scarab rework or new Scarabs. Probably a combination of the both. They have to if they're adding a 6 map slot, right? Or they're just going to let people juice to infinity. Testing of the new auction house system, probably not likely. I don't know. Maybe, right? It'd be neat. Maybe because all the convolution and tedium of Necropolis League and like trying to trade all that. Maybe, right? Bait League, 100%. At least 99%. It's not a bow league, it's a bait league. Hex Blast Mines are nerfed. And Ice Nova Frostbolt's nerfed. I think we got a solid bingo card. We've got crazy. We've got hell yeah, that's going to happen. We've got maybes. We've got probably not, but maybe, you know. But this is well rounded out. We'll see how this looks tomorrow. We will. I'm pumped, brother. I'm pumped.